Universal Studios Florida is pleased to present the Horror Makeup Show. And now, how about a nice round of applause for the host of today's show, Alex Ross.
Yay. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, come on, you can do better than that. Come on. That's better. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alex Ross. Welcome to the Horror Makeup Show. I have a question for you. Who's ready for blood and guts? Yeah! There you go. You're in luck because Mark James is here. Mark James, he's an old friend of mine, but he is a very talented creature creator and makeup artist, and you're just going to love it, ladies and gentlemen. Help me welcome, please, Mark James. Yay! A little bit louder because he's in the back. Mark James. Yay! Mark.
Nobody cares. Except that lady. Hey, Mom. Owie! Owie! I'm having a bad day, guys. Don't all worry at the same time. I'm still going to do the show. It's just weird. I was walking through the park and I tripped and I landed on one of those Harry Potter kids. Oh boy, I didn't want to cause a scene. It's just owie 5,000, am I right? Oh, you got a side angle view, dude. This doesn't look promising. Ouchie. Ma'am, please help me. Thank you for being in the front row. Please help me, I'm dying. I'm doing the baby hand gesture. Oh, we're bros like that? I need mouth to mouth. Where are you going? It's an interactive show. You're married? That's a terrible excuse. That'd be a long drive home, I get it. It's complicated, no problem. You just sit there and watch me die in front of all these people. You cold-hearted tourist.
Are you through?
I'm dead.
The late Mark James, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to see you, buddy.
Wow, that was really intense.
Always a pleasure to be here. Like Alex said, I'm a makeup artist, so it's my job to gross you out, freak you out, and scare the poo out of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might not know this. Universal Studios invented the modern-day horror film.
That's right, and I brought a clip of some of my favorite moments in Universal's legacy of horror.
Well, it won't be for the faint of heart, so if you're easily nauseated, just close your eyes.
But please, let your kids watch. Today I'm going to show you some of the same makeup techniques you saw. Now if we have time at the end of the show, I want to show everybody what's going on behind the curtain of mystery. It's for a kids project.
Oh, this is the kids show. Man, I've heard a lot about this. I'm dying to see this. Can we start the show with it? Maybe I just pull the curtain back. What's back there?
We have to build up to it.
What?
For dramatic effect. Yeah, we're going to save it for the end.
Okay.
Don't look over there. Don't even think about it. Okay. This will distract you. Go out into the crowd. Find me a lovely woman whose family doesn't need her anymore.
Oh, okay, let's get a volunteer. Yes, and I do see some hands coming up. Thank you. We did a study. We found out that people that like to volunteer for this sort of thing are cuckoo. So, we're going to get somebody who's not used to being in the spotlight. You know, maybe somebody who thought this was a ride and not a show. Maybe they're feeling a little bit nervous right now and trying to turn invisible. Like this young lady right here. How about a big hand for our lovely volunteer?
She's so happy.
I know, I couldn't resist. She's so happy to be here. Why don't you step right over here, ma'am, on the trapdoor, and we'll get started. I'm joking, of course. Hello, I am Alex. What is your name?
I'm Miriam.
Miriam, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. That's
Miriam,
Mark.
it's a real pleasure. Good to meet you. Miriam, no! So strong, you work out, I get it. Here's my real hand. My mom gave me this one. Miriam, where are you from?
State College, Pennsylvania.
State College, Pennsylvania's in the house! Miriam from PA. Who are you here with? Friends, family? You in the
I have one son there.
Oh, nice.
And then my husband and my other son are straight ahead there.
Oh,
Oh, wow. You guys fighting or something? It's been a long day.
It is
I
a
get
family
it.
that doesn't need you anymore.
I get it. Wow, I would ask you out, but I already have a girlfriend. We're fighting right now.
You're in luck. We got some parts here to build you in Orlando, man, while you're in town.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's pumped. Yeah. Hold your hands out like this. We'll get you started. There you go. You're already holding hands. How sweet. Gonna have to put your man together like IKEA. Just bloodier. No instructions.
Over here, we got 5 hands. This is like Build-A-Bear, but more awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 5 hands. So that's a lot more fun than that guy.
You got a foot. Huh.
Oh, I don't know if the lights did something. Does that smell like Fritos?
Oof.
Oh, she smelled it.
I'm sorry, Miriam.
Bring her over to the limb table.
Where to what?
So I live with boys. I need
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
she's used to it. Then, yeah, get it out the pile.
We'll
We'll
put
get
these
you
right over
started.
here.
Grab the butt out of the fridge.
I'm so
She's from
sorry.
Pennsylvania. She'll cut it
This way, please, Miriam. Let's go.
Can't believe
I am so sorry that I tried to give her a heart attack. What's wrong with you?
Unbelievable. Miriam, you're going to be my assistant. Oh, Lord, he's right. Just stand here and look at me like you don't trust me. That was believable. Wow. Brought the heat. You do the hard part. Roll up your left sleeve.
Let's sleep, okay.
Some of you might be out there wondering, hey, Mark, where do you get all these extra body parts and limbs from? Today I'll be showing you.
No.
Let me hack a little piece
No,
off.
you didn't talk.
Shave it like
No,
cheddar.
I'm not going to get somebody else.
Miriam. I'm not going to cut you with this large machete. That's crazy talk. I'm going to cut you with this much smaller, sharper knife.
All right. You nervous a little bit? Yeah, me too. I don't work here. That's beautiful. All right, here we go. Sunny side up. That'll be like a tourniquet. Thanks for bringing that. Squeeze your hand, pump the blood a little bit.
Nice. I'm going to cut your arm off for their enjoyment.
Not gonna lie, this is gonna hurt like a mother.
It won't. We want to convince everybody it hurts, though, so I need from you is your loudest scream to sell it. Best horror movie scream. Represent Pennsylvania at this point. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're a lucky man, sir.
Sure, your neighbors love you too.
Here we are. Squeeze your hand. There you go. All right, we're ready to hack away. I'm so excited. You're terrified? Don't worry, I'm dressed like a doctor. 1, 2, 3.
Wait. There are kids in the audience.
You want me to cut a kid? Like an appetizer, like Chili's?
No, you need to say something to the children.
That makes so much more sense.
Miriam, you can relax. Kids, listen up. All the blades you see are completely dulled down. Some of them are dull, some of them are plastic. Some of them are dull and plastic, like the Kardashians. True story. All the guys are done by trained professionals, though, and when we're not drinking, we're very professional at what we do, people.
So kids, do not try this at home, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Try it at your friend's house.
Try it at
bad.
church.
Yeah.
That's always a good one. Mr. Seaburn, can we see this on the big screen, please?
Oh,
There you go, Mary.
nice. VHS quality, perfect. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, scream!
It's in there. Oh, is that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
You're really?
No.
What do we do?
Take a picture.
Please.
What's up,
She's hemorrhaging
Is
too.
it boomerang? We'll do a little video for you. Nice.
Oh, he's ripping out the etch a sketch.
Nice.
One of those. Does that hurt?
Oh my gosh, that is the weirdest thing I've ever
Nice. Let's hear from Miriam.
Get you cleaned up, Mary. My goodness.
Miriam, you'll be fine after therapy. As you guys can see, this is a retractable blade with a cutout that fits out over the arm. The gag was originally developed by Tom Savini, makeup effects man behind the original Dawn of the Dead. Place the knife over the arm, begin to cut. the blade, it slides into place. Ah, you sound like the Walking Dead out there. Blood is hidden behind the back. The gag is fake. Miriam's unharmed, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's have a big round of applause for Miriam. Thank you. That was great. She did a great job. Yeah. Well, you made quite a mess here, young man.
Yeah, this is nothing,
You
though.
go through a lot of blood in your business, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we go through buckets of blood. Who here's seen Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho? Night of the Living Dead, great films. Filmed in black and white, so they'd use chocolate syrup. For color films, we need red, vibrant-looking blood, so I like to squeeze mine fresh.
Where'd you get that heart?
Amazon Prime. Fill it up with fake blood and let the fun begin.
Then where do you get the fake blood?
You can buy it, it gets super expensive, Alex, so I just make my own.
You make your own fake blood?
Yeah.
Is that a secret recipe?
Yeah.
Maybe these folks would like to know.
You guys want to learn how to make fake blood? Yeah. Cool! Chocolate creamy peanut butter, some red and blue food coloring. You gotta be super, uber careful. Hi, remember me? And you wouldn't save me? Sucks to be you right now. Here, dry yourself off.
No. I am terribly, terribly sorry, man. Here, please, there's a nice dry towel for you. Sorry. That'll be $14.95. Welcome to Orlando. I'll get it from you in a minute. Okay, listen, you were going to tell us about the history of makeup artists here at
Oh
University.
yeah, it goes all the way back to the 1920s and makeup pioneer, Lon Chaney, known as the man of 1,000 faces, created all of his own makeup for many classic Universal films, Phantom of the Opera, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Lon was truly a genius actor, suffered for his art form in order to bring these twisted characters to life. In The Hunchback, he wore a 20-pound rubber hump and a harness that contorted his body so he couldn't stand upright while filming. We can really only guess how he achieved so many amazing transformations, very protective of his techniques. He told no one about it, not even his own son, Lon Chaney Jr. But The Phantom of the Opera really starts a horror craze, and it paves the way for makeup genius, Jack Pierce in the 1930s. He was the creative force behind so many memorable Universal monsters, such as the Wolfman, the Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Lady Gaga, and Bradley Cooper. Jack worked day and night to bring these creations to life, would often visit morgues to experiment on real corpses. Here's Kanye West looking for someone who likes him. The Frankenstein monster makeup, though, heavy combination of rubber, plaster, mortician's wax, toxic grease paint, and 2 Hershey Kisses. This process would take over 4 hours to complete to adhere to the extensive layers upon layers of makeup, bandages, and mud, which is applied directly to Boris Karloff's entire body to turn him into the Mummy. Of course, Universal had some other, well, not so memorable monsters. Who could forget the big brain creature from this island Earth? Come with me, Earth Woman. Wait, I'm going to pitch that butt. 1968 changed a lot. John Chambers, he used foam latex in the original Planet of the Apes. The real historical significance.
Wow, that's loud. You have an alarm on your curtain, don't you?
I have trust issues.
I
can't believe you. What? I'm over here pouring my heart out about the history. I turn around and what do I find but a Pikachu? I'm viciously angry. I'm at like a 10. You don't want to see 11. It could get ugly in here.
I didn't touch the curtain. I was just standing here. I was just minding my own business. That kid threw something.
What
The kid
kid?
in the front row. Yeah, look at him.
This kid right
He
here?
threw a rock or could have been a coin. I don't know. It was dark. But the main thing is we can just kind of keep going.
Oh no. Let's cause a scene. Just be my backup in case he has more rocks. Just get right here. Don't worry, I'm a sweet kid. Took a conference in Seattle.
Yo, Doc, what up?
I'm never doing that again. Did you really throw a rock at the curtain? Little Chucko of the Rocco? No? No. Took a dramatic pause and was like, no.
Kids lie.
That's true. That's true. What's your name, buddy? Oscar? Oscar, that's a cool name. Oscar, and where are you from? Turkey. Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. Just had lunch. About to second meal it. Thank you so much, Oscar. From Turkey. How old are you? This many? 11? What's that? 11 years old? 12? That's 11 here. There's an exchange rate. Oscar from Turkey. I'm going to be watching you, dude. Watching you like a hawk. From Turkey.
It's like a dying pterodactyl. Don't smile. This isn't Disney. I don't have to be nice to the kids. Even the churls.
That's right, we're cool, we're good, we're good, we're good. We should probably just keep moving on with the show, though, you know, because
I forgot what I was talking about.
you were over there, you were talking about Planet of the Apes. They had Playtex on their face.
Latex?
I'm sorry, what?
You said Playtex?
I said Playtex, oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Very different.
Very different.
Those cover different.
Monsters.
We're talking about latex. Different ways to bring creatures to life. Use a lot of practical makeup effects, including latex, when working on the most recent version of The Mummy, sponsored by Playtex. Beginning in pre-production, though, the makeup designers, they first create a series of conceptual drawings, in some cases painting directly over existing photos of Sofia Boutella. She played the mummy in the film. From these drawings, sculpts are created and used as a reference to build latex appliances that are glued directly to her face, including these tiny individual runes. Runic symbols applied by tweezers. Process can take up to 4 hours to complete, and that's just from the neck up. After that, they create these cool large silicone appliances with ink-infused glue embedded into them to produce the thousands of runic symbols necessary to cover her entire body in the film. So impressive, people just fell down. As you can see here, 6 highly caffeinated makeup artists. They were drinking a lot of Starbucks that day. Working around the clock to get the makeup right, Sophia and her stunt double Lucy Court went through the process dozens of times. Their hard work pays off on the big screen. Check it out, people. She's about to come in like a wrecking ball. Whee, catch me. Makeup artists up today, though, they're always going to pull for makeup artists of the past for inspiration. Jack Pierce, Lon Chaney, I mentioned. But my hero growing up in the 80s was Rick Baker.
Oh, wow, Rick Baker, what an amazing guy. And too bad he's retired now, right?
Yeah, retired May 28, 2015. It was a sad day in the industry, but lucky for us, his legacy lives on.
Truly.
Nutty Professor,
from Harry and the Hendersons,
The Grinch,
Men in Black.
worked on the Thriller music video in the 80s. Yeah, this is a clip from his very first window. Kids, can you tell me what movie this is? American Werewolf in London is right, yeah. Well, not just Rick Baker's first one, the very first Academy Award ever given out for makeup effects. They turned actor David Naughton into one of the housewives from New Jersey. A pretty one. Yep. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Still holds up today.
When this came out, everybody was freaking because, I mean, the guy's face is changing shape. I mean, nobody's ever seen that before.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, how the heck do they do that?
Great question. You got actor David Naughton, foam latex makeup. You saw next 2 stages. Rick Baker built these guys, mechanical heads called change-o heads. Wow. Lucky to have 2 from the film. First, he fashioned a fiberglass understructure, sort of like a mechanical skull. Then he'd create a series of latex masks to go over that. Excuse me. Wow. They all run and actually operate on pneumatics.
Oh, okay, so it was air pressure here.
Yeah, simple air pressure.
Making it move around.
Stretches the latex. It makes the face change shape. You got porcelain dental appliances. The face was hand painted for detail. Glycerin is what they put around the eyes to give it that cool sweat look. Then they top it off with real human hair.
So that's real human hair?
Yeah.
Where do they get that?
Turkey. It's from Turkey.
Ah,
It's a niche market.
wow, it's really fascinating. Do we still see some of this stuff on the screen nowadays?
Yeah, it's still a huge part of bringing creatures to life. Nowadays, though, we use a lot of visual effects as well. I actually brought one last clip to show you. Because sometimes mechanical, traditional makeup, it can limit a filmmaker by time or budget. We'll use computers to bring our monsters to life. Placeholders called animatics are created before shooting starts. And it gives the feeling of movement or positioning that a finished creature will show. For instance, in The Mummy, digital effects team captured actress Sofia Boutella's body, as well as facial features, so a digital artist can morph, shift, change her facial reaction, her movement, her performance, all in real time. Then she did yoga. And shot a proactive commercial. Yeah. Both the practical as well as visual artists, they still need to refer to the original design. Everything still relies on basic makeup techniques. so the finished effect is flawless. Computer effects are an amazing tool, but when you combine it with practical makeup, an amazing story, great directing, great acting, nightmares, they really do come true.
Wow, how about a hand for Mark James, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for sharing with us this evening. I think, yes, we can see the project. And this is excellent, because
I've been waiting all day to show you this.
I can't wait.
I need you to put on this high voltage vest.
Whoa.
This low voltage vest.
You said high voltage.
I got it from the Hot Topic. You have to wear it. It's
No,
gonna look good.
no,
Find
seriously,
someone
get
else. Miriam!
Yes, the crowd goes wild for Miriam. Right this way, please step right up onto the stage. Thanks for volunteering again. What a good sport. We want to show our appreciation by giving you and your entire family a free 3-day cruise. Brochure.
All right, you could, Alex, throw this glove on her right hand over here. Grab a camera. We'll get a before picture. Miriam!
Hand goes in there, actually.
Have you ever seen the movie The Green Mile? Okay, try not to think about that now. This is the telemetry suit. It's an ergonomic Gonyo kinetic telemetric input device. You have sensors on your hand, your vest, and your head when you move. Nice moves. The creature behind the curtain will move. Great job for now. Yeah, you're right there. Just put your hand by your side. Take a deep breath. You're doing great. Can I get a drum roll, please? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my creation!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, very, very scary. Mark, come on, that's for a kid's show.
Yeah, it's for the last episode of Dora the Explorer. Eddie sings a really cool song. Dora's walking around unsupervised as usual, and then Eddie pops out and is like, "Uno, dos, tres. I'm going to eat your face." Dora dies. Still working out some of the bugs in the system. Miriam, when I turn on the power, you might feel a slight, like, there's going to be some Mariah notes in there, I'm not going to lie. When you wake up, and you better wake up, you'll be back in Pennsylvania, your shorts will be wet. Let's get a photo!
Get the hands in there. That's great. There we are. Oh, you look fabulous.
That's for my eHarmony account, thank you. Calibrate this to neutral. Boom, shot the light.
Hey, Mark, is that a problem here with the lights?
Yeah, that's fine. That happens sometimes. Like 1 out of every 5 times. I wouldn't want it. Get back. Please don't explode. I wouldn't worry if I were you, but I'm not you. You know what? That's you. They use this technology in video games. This technology also keeps Ozzy Osbourne alive. You can bend at the elbow. That's you. Nice articulation. Boom. Oh, nice. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oh, do you like big butts? You do? Nice. I'm moving to Pennsylvania. This is a new start. You can wave to the kids. Hey, Oscar from Turkey. I'm Eddie. I live under your bed.
All right, wait, hold on.
Way too big. Way too big, Oscar. Check your closet.
Would you stop?
See right over your stomach like this? Yeah, do a little bow for the crowd. Great job. Right back up. Put your hand by your side. You did great. Turn this power off. What do you guys think of my telemetry suit?
Amazing. Wow.
Good job. You were great.
Looks like the best as well. There you go. Listen, I have some little party gift for you here, Miriam. There's a photo of you and some fellow I'm sure you never want to see again in your life. How about a big hand for Miriam? There you go. Watch your step on the way down, please. And hey, how about a big hand for Eddie the Mom? Yes. Nice move.
Eddie, fast! Ah! Jimmy Foster! Stop it, that sickle, Eddie! Get over here! Come at me, bro! No! Miriam, I love you!
Wow, well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, thanks for coming out today.
Miriam? Miriam, where are you?
through the dramatic fog, an angel appears. Are you okay? I was so worried about you back there. I was like running around getting my cardio in for the day. And I was like, I hope Miriam's okay. You're okay, good. 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 I'm fine too, thanks for asking.